It all began with an unremarkable find at a yard sale on the outskirts of my small town. A dusty old trunk that had clearly weathered a lifetime of secrets. The seller, an elderly man with a weathered face, watched me curiously as I pried open the lid. Inside lay a collection of curious items, yellowed letters, brittle photographs, and lurking at the very bottom, a rusted pocket watch. I had no idea the horrors I had unleashed the moment I took that watch home. The clock chimed softly at midnight, a sound both haunting and elegant as I lay in bed, unable to shake the feeling that I was being watched. That night, as I struggled to drift into sleep, the air grew thick and heavy, like a storm poised to break. And then I heard it, a faint ticking echoing from the shadows of my room. My heart thundered in my chest, louder than the clock's ominous rhythm. Driven by a compelled curiosity, I followed the sound to the watch resting on my nightstand. Its face was cracked and yellowed, yet it seemed to pulsate with a life of its own. I reached for it, my fingers brushing against the cold metal. As I did, an icy wind swept through the room, extinguishing my bedside lamp. In darkness, I heard whispers, soft, indecipherable, but undeniably present. My skin prickled as I felt a presence growing behind me, a prickling sensation that left me paralyzed. In a burst of courage, I turned to face my invisible guests, and in that moment, I saw them, faces twisted in agony, eyes wide with terror, their mouths moving in soundless screams. Their forms shimmered like mirages, trapped in some otherworldly torment. I realized then that the watch didn't just count the seconds. It trapped the very souls of those who had once owned it, a vessel for their suffering. With a rush of adrenaline, I smashed the watch against the wall, desperate to release the entrapped souls and rid myself of the suffocating dread. The sound of shattering glass was drowned out by the anguished wails that filled my ears. I backed away, horrified, as the room grew colder and shadows clung to every corner like a living darkness. What I unleashed that night didn't die with the watch. Weeks later, I still hear their whispers echoing in the corners of my mind, taunting me, reminding me of the horrors we sometimes invite into our lives, hidden in the most mundane of trinkets. I've learned a lesson about treasures and curses. Some things are better left forgotten in the shadows.